Guys, when it comes to the mind, straight into the mental, when you are actually in the process of manifesting, a lot of people really need to be clear and be in the process of understanding that you have the capacity to go forth with what you envision. This could be the conversations that you say through your own affirmations, your inner knowing. And here's a couple of things that I would say can help you even more. So, I want you to understand that these tweaks can actually become big adjustments in your life. I read something earlier today, and I'm not going to take credit for it because I'm going to be real. I saw it, and I'm not going to say it's from me. But guess what? The message is the message that your manifestations are affected by your own karma. There are things that you are affected by, and that's through your karma, as I said, and another person's karma. That transaction, if you want to maximize in the way you want to achieve the things that are possible, it's about releasing things that you intuitively know are still holding you down. Because in order for you to move forward, you have to remove these types of lead balloons. This is an action that you may have due to a routine, a bad habit, a relationship that doesn't really help you. These things actually affect your journey, and these are including people that you regard, people that you regard that are passengers. Make no mistakes, ladies and gentlemen, these things do affect you. And what I'm going to say towards this, you've got to really understand that once you remove these certain components, you will see a shift. Another thing that I feel to tell you that there are no limiting beliefs. That even if you think about the idea that there is limiting beliefs, that you are limited to those confined spaces, remember, I keep saying this, there is no lack, only abundance. And I keep repeating these things over and over and over again to remind you that we are all a step away from things that we truly want. But before we get to those small steps, there are certain adjustments that you've got to do. And that is getting your shit in order. Let's be real. Let's be real. Can you categorically say to yourself that you've got your shit in order? Can you? Okay. If you feel there are still things that need to be done, then ultimately, the truth and the reality is, you know what the answers are. Now, I'm not going to say any names, but I know a client of mine that has ultimately wanted certain things in their life, and I have given them advice. What I find quite ironic is that I had to be quite stern because they might not want to energetically move in that direction because I don't feel like they truly want to. And then when they've asked, oh, why is this happening to me? And when you're using language such as, oh, I could still have a chance with this particular person, then really and truly, whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. The things that you want in terms of one direction, you still have an eye for a different route. Now, thankfully, this person got the memo, understood it once I broke down and highlighted, let them know that they're accountable. Big changes have happened. Others, such as people from a day to day basis, they go through these problems. Now, the key to it is be honest with yourself, be real. And you've got to understand that the lead balloons, these lead balloons that have been holding you down, it just means that you don't want it enough to make the shift. And that's okay because that's a reality that you will need to have to wake up to make these changes. What I'm saying is right now that you still have a choice to make big changes, or else you're beyond from saving. Anyways, that was my message that I got. And I wanted to share this with you because it is important that the small adjustments actually make the biggest activations. Think about it. Anyways, I go by name the Sorcerer, and it's always been a pleasure. I'll see you in the next one.